Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? Welcome, 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 welcome. Who is here with me? I know I didn't announce the live, but we are here to make some announcements. Every child is a genius. It's coming up. Is a lot on our table, is a lot at hand. But we got to do it. Welcome. Every child is a genius. Our third anniversary. It's coming. How are you all doing? Let's have some announcements. Yeah, can you say hi so I can see you all? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mother 10, greetings to you, ma'am. How are you doing? Welcome. Happy mid Friday. Happy midweek to you. How are you doing? You see me saying happy mid Friday. Imagine that. This head. I saw something yesterday, and there was something there, a video, a clip, and the lady was saying a lot of things. I laughed. I was like, yeah, this lady, I think she's a prophetess. I don't know her name. I just came across that. But she's in Enugu. And she was saying, when we see people out there with everything and everything, everybody say, all of us, everybody, we all have suko suko. It was like everybody dealing with this. So at any person's grace, we have that level that we still balanced, and we should be grateful because it's a lot. But anyways, how are you doing? We see you. Miss Uzema, how are you doing? How is school going? Miss Marian, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. We just want to do some announcement. Our third anniversary is coming up. I think we should be coming. I think we should be coming live on Friday with Mr. Digital to come and do some follow up. But I have to do this to clear some stuff off my table on the program. Every child is a genius. Our third anniversary is this coming Sunday, August 17th. We are starting by 5 p.m. Please, all the parents, we already have you all in. We have everybody in the group. Okay, if you are not in the group, please indicate so that we can have you in the group. Okay, we've already created a group for every participant families. Okay, all the parents, so that they can get information for their kids. If you are not in that group, please indicate, reach out, okay, so that you can be added there, so that you can get every information, you can get the assignment and the every information and the link, yeah, the Zoom link, okay. So, meanwhile, before we proceed, is a hard one, is a difficult one, but we cannot question God. There are some situations that will happen. You will see us even almost questioning God, but in situations we cannot question God. Certain things are inevitable. But when things happen, we the living should learn from it, because we the living, we are not deputy Jesus and we are not immortal, right? God is the only immortal one. And we don't live in heaven, we live here, right? So the value of life we live, the quality of life we live, the legacy we leave, all those will be what matters at the end of the day. Our mother Ikolua, I am not this person that goes, you know, we don't want to rekindle her wounds, okay? But I reached out to her, I had a talk with her. Let's remember to hold her, to remember her in our prayers. The much we can do for her now is our prayers, okay? The much we can do for her is remembering her in our prayers, because this kind of comforts, it is only God that does it. I always use I said when my elder sister, my elder's family elder sister, my dad's, first daughter, I'm second child, I'm a third child, school, everything. And it happens. And my dad, he cried and cried, did all of those, That at a time, even my mom, even started being like, because he took it to another, like a different level, you know. Oh, so at the time, my mom was like us to even start consoling, it's like, please, we need to get to this, because there will be a way we'll go over this. You know what I mean? After 1 year, he's still on it. So my mom was like, there will be a way. It will be like others are inconsequential. My mom was, others will grow, because we are the younger ones, we are towards, yeah. So it was like, they will still grow, yeah, they are growing. This person has, but them, they will grow, and all of those. Since it has happened, let's embrace the living, but rubbing it on them every time, yeah, like, oh, no, no, no. But it is what it is, right? But at the end of the day, the Lord comforted him. So our prayer and everything is that the Lord comforts her, because he's a big loss. And there is something you cannot wish even an enemy. It's huge. It's huge. It's something I almost even question God, because it's something you can, wish nobody, nobody. Stuff like that. So, that's where that's stuff like that. Even me, I got so, unless God just intervene, because stuff like that, and there many often we just have to go this deep to gain that strength, And I'm sure, and I am very convinced that the Lord will comfort her. If it didn't happen to us, I may not share, I may not, I will be like, man, I don't know how this works, because myself, I didn't know how that works. I didn't know. My sister was so this too. She was like, came on, but we just remember her for good today. The only remember, we don't remember her like as a gap or regret, right? We remember her for good. We can just remember her smiling and sharing her stuff, right? So may the good Lord comfort her. Lagos State, please, I want you all to, I know you all went there yesterday, but this is why we are community, okay? Even though it's non-profitable, okay? And that is why we are who we are, giving life a meaning. We are not big, we are not nobody, but then we've accepted this phase, this project of giving life a meaning. So when things happen, the good, we join and give life a meaning. Time to comfort, we join, right? Still giving life a meaning, the same project, the same language, the same dose. So Lagos State, I want you all, okay? I've already talked to admin, Ms. Ogechi. I want you all to see a way we'll do that, so that we all can be sharing it, okay? Maybe for now, please, at least the next 2 weeks, okay, I will meet you admin and see what we can do for the next 2 weeks. Let's see a way. It's so fresh. Let's see a way to be seeing her, okay, as a community, at least at least 3 times a week. At least 3 times a week. If you all can do more, it will be appreciated, okay? Both for me as a person and to divine and to humanity, right? So at least 3 times. However, I am calling on other states, please spend everybody, okay? Spend just your 2 minutes, okay? Uh, just spend your 2 minutes. If you haven't reached out to her, just spend your 2 minutes, okay? To reach out to her and remind her that all hope is not lost, okay? It's not, we wish anybody can question God. I was sharing with someone, I said I was in this many platforms. The rate, the RIP was coming. I was like, what's going on? There was a lady, the child didn't make it, the pregnant woman, the mom didn't make it. And these people registered in 4 different hospitals just to make sure, The husband works in the bank, they say registered, they registered, they registered, 4 different places. And then the little one, it happens at the midnight. So she now went to the community ward, and when there was complication, and then took her to, no baby, no child. So there are a lot. And then we check what of people that's even 18 years, no child, no nothing. There are a lot. So I always be like, it's hard, but we have to know that sometimes some of all these things didn't actually come to break us. It's hurtful, but our thoughts, our thinking, and all those is not the same with God. I can say this because what my head is correct. Mother Ikolua by now may not understand that kind of language, and that is why we, the community that gives life a meaning, should reach out to her and remind her, so that okay, God forbid it has to be celebrations, okay, but eventually we all will old and still get there, okay. And by the time we get older, this someone will still remind us, hey, all hope is not lost, and all of those. That's association, and the positive association, not association to mock or association to do those, what a positive also is important, okay. And in Abuja, you people that knows the lady that went for surgery and all of those. And again, all these things is a reminder for all of us believing. I heard the lady, had fibroid, and it got to the state or extent of the navel, navel, that's the belly button, started bleeding and all of those before that. Because I know, yes, stuff like that could be scary for the person to do until the dying minute. Let's, we just need to, it's just a wake up call for everybody. I shared with you all what happened to me last year. I shared with you all, does that mean I wasn't getting the signs? Does that mean I was feeling it, but I didn't know what was wrong. I was just thinking because I wasn't sleeping, right? So it was just stress. And then I took 1 month leave. After the 1 month leave, I was about finishing it, but it wasn't feeling it. It wasn't doing like nothing. I was complaining. This thing here, what do you call it? Pain, here, my neck and this. And then from all my research, it was channeling to stress. From all my research, when, so I was like, I tried everything. I was just natural. Like sometimes I have this thing you will wear on your neck, is like a Bluetooth, right? It will just gently be massaging here and all right. Because I had a lot. There is no one I could stop. Okay. But when I see, okay, I've now rested, even though I didn't really rest, get on bed rest. I didn't really, go there. But then I was like, at least I should have felt something, And that was when I said, okay, let me get to the hospital, because since COVID, we all stayed away from hospital and this after almost 5 years, I was like, let me go. And guess what? I shared with you. My iron was low. Iron. You all know what happened. And that's exactly, a similar thing that happens to this child. Low iron can make someone slump. You see somebody, they say, oh, is this, and then it's slump. Low iron, pure, something I haven't experienced, pure low iron deficiency. And then you will see a full grown this thing. They said what the person slump, and all of those. And then we got there, and then my doctor, it was like I explained all those things because it was like physical. I said, yeah, physical, but this physical is beyond physical. I was just sharing it and all of those, and it was like, okay, we'll see. And they ran about how many days still. It was iron, And the next day, doctor called me and was like, you need to be in the next emergency room for the don't drive, don't do anything. You need to, And I did. I shared it with you. And doctor was like, because after the whole thing, it was like, when I was like, okay, what can I be doing and all of those, it was like, I just have to tell you that whatever you were doing was working. But then he said, you know, need better rest. And then pay attention, okay, bed rest and sleep. Those were two things, yeah. And then he said, add water. I was like, I drink water. This, it was like, from what you're already drinking, add more water. I was like, okay. And it was like, whatever you are doing, like any other thing you're doing, he said, that's bingo. Because for you to be that low and was still energetic and doing all of this, it was like, whatever you are doing, definitely working. And guess what? It was exercise. Because check in a situation whereby I wasn't doing exercise, because doing those exercise, you know what 4 mile is? I walk 4 miles, 4 point something miles then. And I still feel so tired, but not giving up. But I'm glad, I'm grateful. Because by the time you're doing it, what happens, like, right, you're exercising it so the heart, you're exercising it, the blood is able to move like round through the arteries and all of those. It was able to supply both to the heart, both to the brain and all of those. So those we are, from my own analysis, we are stuff that help to sustain the whole thing, and that's what I say. What? If you allow things to happen, there is a reason. If not, why did it might happen? It's for a reason. And that reason we don't know. Again, we are it is inevitable and we are not immortal. But our prayers and everything remains that, we need to pay attention. We need to pay attention both to us as adults, both to our kids, our kids, our kids, our kids. Sometimes they will come and tell you the same thing over and over and over and over. They do that a lot. I formed this habit. I learned it somewhere long ago. They will say that is even in the movie where a child had dream and was telling the parents, and then something, and that was like, if they come now, the same dream, this, and you share a dream, I will listen. After that, if it is something I don't understand, I will say, well, God, if this is for good, right? Let it come to pass. If it is not for good, I will say, I will, neutralize it with faith and by faith, and then do some words, positive words, and all of those, and I believe it. That's what I've been doing. Wait till date. If you have 100 times, I'll still do the same thing, and I mean it when I say those. So please, let's try to reach our mother Ikoluwa. I know God is with her, and I know God will be God for her. Okay, that I know. So we are not calling her to go and cry for her. Okay, we are calling her to remind her that all hope is not lost. That's how you can help the brave. Okay. So every child is a genius. We have said it this coming Sunday on the 17th by 5 p.m. Everybody, please come out that very day. It's a very big day. It's our 17th and our third anniversary, August the 17th. It's going to start by 5 p.m. Okay. If you want to, we need 3 people that can read our history and everything, all the right of. We have 2 persons. We need 1 person. Abuja, Miss Goodness Abuja admin will be reading part of Chris Lucci, And we have, I think is Miss Aminat, I think so, so one of our admins again indicated interest. So we still need another person, okay? And I'll be sending those to you all. So we still need another person that will read the third part of it, okay? Timekeeper, Miss Ogechi, you did great the other time, so definitely you know what to do. You got it, okay? And okay, I think Miss Ozema, I don't know you're in school, I believe. So I don't know if you'll be able to participate in the reading. If you'll be able to participate, indicate so that you can. Okay. Uh, if not, Anambra, we have the lady, the young lady that reads your stuff. She can be part of it too. Okay. That reads your opening remark, okay? Then mm, we'll still need two. We still need two volunteers, okay? We still need two volunteers. It's either you will be part of panelists, okay? We already have, because I won't be part of it. I'm not gonna, I will just observe, right? Where I can put myself, where I can voice out, but I will not be part of it like I've always done it, okay? Even if I will, that's very minimal. So we need two persons, okay, that can volunteer that very day, either as a panelist or as a judge, part of the judges, okay? Just people that we observe for transparency, accuracy. If you do not have, okay, let me use this way. Please, if you are going to do this, do not be biased. If you're going to monitor the program, please do not be biased. Okay? If your child is in the program, you will not be part of it. Definitely. But if your child is not and they are a member of the community, we can, but you have to make sure, you have to be very professional about this. You all were aware when my nephews attended, I was completely 100% off it. Whatever you all judge, it goes. So we have to know that, because when your child is there, when people are there, it's sensitive. And these are some things we are intentional, we have to protect. Okay. Then every child is a genius. The reward will give them. We have it. If any person wants to support, okay, for their rewards, we are open for that. Our own barrister just supported with 50,000. God bless her for us and for humanity. We have another trustee that supported with 20,000. And we still have another trustee that pledged 35,000. Okay. So far, that's what we have. And we are still open. At the end of the day, if we have more than what we need, the rest goes to our charity account, the central accounts. Okay. And then I will still want to use this opportunity to say thank you, everyone, for every of your dime, your kobo, your penny, and all of those you have been contributing to this community towards giving life a meaning. All your pennies, all your dime, all your 1 naira, all of those, they are a huge impact to the movement. Today, we've been able to pay for the August monthly support, the financial monthly, the tips we give to, the eligible people in our community, the elderly, the students, and the little kids. We use that to support the parents. So they are 17 in number this month. And by His grace, we've been able to pay that. We transferred it from community account yesterday to our admin, zonal admin, Miss Goodness, and she has finished, disbursing those. So we thank everybody for all those your pennies and everything. Okay, again, it's collective effort. So we are grateful. We are very, very grateful that we still pull through this month of August through your dedications, through your contributions and all. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. Okay. Uh, so pretty much I think that is it. Okay. So uh, so please, parents, like we said, if you are not in that WhatsApp group, indicate so that we'll have you there. Okay. It will help to smooth the program, because by that very day, if we are receiving emails, we may not be there checking emails, we not may. So please indicate if you know who is there and all of those, let the person know so we can have them in the group. It will be easy to put every information there, every, the link and everything to enable every person be there. Okay, like we said again, if you want to volunteer, indicate and they will get you on board. However, ensure you have stable network, please. Okay. Sometimes some locations may have some, poor receptions or fluctuating receptions. If you're experiencing that, maybe you might be at a different location, or you may not worry about it for this time, maybe sometime in the future. Okay. And that is it for now. Thank you, everyone. And together we will continue to give life a meaning. Thank you all. Enjoy the rest of your week. Sorry, I forgot to to share with you all. So finally, it is here. I brought it and I almost closed the days. So finally, it is here. My others copy, it's here. I don't know if you all can say that, or did I shut down the line? Finally, it is here. I am my father's daughter. It's here. They sent me others copy. So the book, okay, is a global book. Is going to be sold everywhere. It's global. The publisher I use, they cover globally. Okay, these were part of the in-depth, deeds I did and all of those. Okay, so and there will be the people I went through. This you say the loyalty and all of those. I went through a strong agreement. Okay, so that because it's a big legacy, it can live there. I don't have to be the one going around now selling it. So I have a company that is doing it. And the Chris Lucci community is also acknowledged. Chris Lucci community is also acknowledged in the book. Uh, I will find some places and share them, still post them. Okay. So, and I put it to my phenomenal editorial team, especially this, and then to my publisher, okay, and to the entire Chris Lucci Charity Initiative community. Your unwavering support has been a cornerstone of this journey. Therefore, I am grateful. Okay. I learn, I relearn, I got better. I made mistakes, I corrected mistakes, I wrote, rewrite, did all of those, and eventually got better. And that's the beauty of it. And it says, this book is a celebration of resilience, justice, and legacy. And I am deeply grateful to everyone who played a part in making this a reality. Okay. Uh, It is published. I will send it there. So I will copy that. So uh maybe when I publish that, you will all see that. So it will be available in Nigeria. It will be available in all of those. I was supposed to go on podcast, but 2 times they scheduled me. It's crashed with my schedule. I wasn't able. The first time, the second time, and they were like, okay, they will go ahead and just do that on their own end. But I am still trying to see if there is a way they can still have opening to accommodate me. But we'll see how that goes. So it didn't work out for me, but we'll see if that will still be possible. So it says here, so the book, okay, you can reach out to so stuff and all of those. So the book is manufactured and printed in the United States of America, distributed globally by beyondpublishing.net, distributed globally, both Asia and all of those and all of that. So eventually it is there. Okay, just sharing with you all. The table of contents in the book. The table of contents. The roots of a great man. Chapter 1, the roots of a great man. Chapter 2, the star that breaks through the cloud. I shared this, how I got this topic. They wanted it, so my cousin, suggested it and was like, oh, that would be this because of who he is and all of those. But eventually I said I will use it as a chapter after, the liberation. So the star that breaks through the cloud. Chapter 3, an unbreakable bond, father and children. Chapter 4, the equal father, no bias, no gender bias. No gender bias. Chapter 5, Father the Entrepreneur. Chapter 6, love and loss, family tragedies. And that's where you will see what it is. And then chapter 7, the intentional father. Chapter 8, the long journey of sacrifice. Chapter 9, decline and the caregiving. That at almost 86. Decline and caregiving. Chapter 10, securing the legacy. It ends in chapter 10, securing the legacy. Okay. All right. We thank God. Ihe Chineke na-emere m, ọ na-awụ m akpata oyi na-arụ. Ihe Chineke na-emere m, ọ na-awụ m akpata oyi na-arụ. Ọlụọma Chineke na-alụ ọlụ m, ọ na-awụ m akpata oyi na-arụ. Remember, we all are lucky. We all have luck. We all are lucky. Opportunity we have is luck. Things we come across is luck. Privileges we have is luck. Associations we have, those fall under luck. But what we do with those informations, what we do with those privileges and the opportunities, that is wisdom. From me,